Some people judge the worth of others by what they see on the outside, until a creature they underestimated teaches them a lesson they will never forget. He pushed away a dirty stray dog because he thought it was useless. But when the darkest moment of his life came, the same dog he rejected made a sacrifice he could never repay. In the small town of Willow Creek, Montana, everyone knew Richard Hayes. He was a successful businessman who owned a hardware store and a large ranch. But behind his achievements was a flaw that many people disliked. Richard was quick to judge. To him, poor people lacked ambition, dirty people lacked discipline, and stray animals were nothing more than problems. Every morning, a thin and injured stray dog sat outside his store. The dog had brown and white fur, a dirty coat, and tired eyes. It never bothered anyone. It simply watched people passing by, quietly waiting for kindness. But whenever Richard saw the dog, he would become angry. "Get away from here. You don't belong near my store." Sometimes he would throw a piece of wood nearby to scare it away. The dog would slowly step back, showing no anger, only sadness. An elderly woman who owned the flower shop beside his store once told him, "Richard, don't hurt that dog. You never know what goodness is hidden inside it." Richard only shook his head. "It's just a stray dog. It has no value." From then on, he continued chasing the dog away whenever it appeared. He believed something unwanted had no place near his business. One afternoon, Richard's 7-year-old grandson, Ethan, visited him at the store. Unlike his grandfather, Ethan loved animals and easily showed kindness. When he saw the stray dog outside, he secretly gave it some bread. The dog slowly wagged its tail and gently licked the boy's hand. Richard saw what happened. Angrily, he pulled Ethan away. "How many times do I have to tell you? That dog is dirty. Stay away from it." He even kicked away the bowl of water Ethan placed for the dog. The boy lowered his head. "But Grandpa, he's kind. Don't be fooled. Something ugly on the outside cannot bring anything good." Ethan became quiet while the dog simply looked at them without hatred. Days passed. One rainy afternoon, a storm hit Willow Creek. Richard did not notice that Ethan slowly walked away while following a colorful balloon near an old wooden bridge. The boy reached the damaged bridge beside the rushing river. Suddenly, part of the bridge collapsed. Ethan fell onto the muddy riverbank as the water continued rising. People screamed. A child fell. Richard ran toward the river. When he saw his grandson trapped below, he froze in fear. He wanted to go down, but the ground was slippery and the current was too dangerous. Nobody dared to move closer. Then, without hesitation, a familiar creature ran toward the river. The stray dog Richard had always rejected. The dog jumped down. Even against the strong current, it reached the frightened boy. It grabbed Ethan's jacket and slowly pulled him toward the safer side of the riverbank. The people quickly helped bring Ethan back to safety. The boy was alive. But the dog was struck by a large piece of wood carried by the flood. It collapsed on the wet ground. Richard ran toward it. For the first time, he looked closely at the dog he had always pushed away. It was covered in wounds. It was weak and hungry. Yet despite everything Richard had done, the dog still saved his grandson. Richard carefully lifted the animal. "No. Please don't go." But it was too late. The dog slowly wagged its tail one last time before closing its eyes. Richard fell to his knees while holding the dog. He cried like never before. The creature he judged again and again became the one who saved the most important person in his life. For the first time, Richard felt ashamed. He remembered every harsh word, every time he chased the dog away, and every moment he believed appearance determined value. From that day forward, Richard changed. He built a shelter for abandoned animals near his ranch and helped stray dogs throughout Willow Creek. But there was one thing he could never bring back: the chance to apologize to the dog that showed him love even when he never showed love in return. Some wounds can heal with time, but the wound created by wrong judgment can remain forever in the heart of the person who caused it. Richard learned that kindness is not always found where people expect it. Sometimes the smallest and most forgotten souls can teach the greatest lessons in life. Never measure anyone by appearance, status, or first impressions. Sometimes the ones we ignore and underestimate carry the greatest kindness inside them. Before judging someone, understand their story first, because one unfair judgment can create a lifetime of regret. Have you ever judged someone or something because of how they looked? If you had another chance, would you choose to understand first before making a judgment?